Hi guys, can you all see and hear me? I think you can. Hi Tejaswini, कहाँ चली गई थी मैं जो you missed me? We didn't have this session only for a day. Hi guys, welcome to the session everybody. I'm so happy to see you all. The beautiful rainbows. आप भी सोचते हो किसी सेशन में चाय पीती है, कभी कॉफी, कभी पानी, कुछ ना कुछ बस पीती ही रहती है. Hi Alekhya, hi Geetika, I missed you too. Hi Shaurya, hi Babita, Chavi, Tiger Woods, Ria, Ishna, everyone, good evening. Paper, pen, thinking caps, सब लेके बैठे हो? Hi Dhanush, ready? No, not yet Geetika. I've had a busy day doing this and that. Yes, Mrigank, you're right. बाकी लोग कहाँ हैं? This is your 300 challenging questions का series. Where's Ruban? Arithro, so good to see you. Sukanya, hi Dhanush Reddy, hi Shakti, Neelu Kumari, good evening. Mudit Agarwal, hello. Maris, of course I remember you. एक बार किसी का नाम नहीं पुकारती हूँ, मिस कर जाती हूँ तो बस मुझे इग्नोर किया, मुझे नहीं पहचानती, मुझे मिस किया, मुझे नहीं किया, चालू हो जाते हैं सारे. Dhanush, no more chai for me. I've already had 2 cups for the day. I'm so done now. बस क्लास के बाद I'll have a bite and sleep. Oh, Hriday, 300 questions में I don't reveal beforehand. RC है, VA है, क्या है? It's like each and every question is crafted with a lot of love, lot of thinking, lot of ideas, lot of mehnat. Abhinav Trivedi, every day then when will I do my other work? Recordings and other live sessions and all. Rohit Patel, thank you for the appreciation. Keep doing well, you will succeed. Geetika ice cream, तुम खिलाओगे मुझे जब रिजल्ट आएगा. चलो guys, everybody. I am ready to set the ball rolling. चले? बहुत ही प्यारा सेशन है. Not because I am there, but because you are there, and because the questions have been crafted exclusively for you. All right. So shall we? Yes, Arithro. I will, yes, of course, Arithro. GMAT RCs are coming. Thank you so much for reminding me, but I already have it noted, Arithro, and your psychology passages. हाँ गीतिका अभी सब है. How well you know me, sweetheart. चलो, this is day 4, everybody. Let's roll. 300 challenging VARC questions is a series in which I'm going to I have already started giving you different types. You have to attend these sessions, you have to watch the recordings in order to get the vibes, the feel, and in order to understand how different this series is. All right. और मुझे पता है कि this is, you guys are banking on this. So I feel that responsibility on my shoulders and I try to put in extra hard work. अब आज जैसे ये सेशन था तो आज सुबह से लेके मैं इसका compilation बैठी थी, ये 10 questions, because each one has to be great. Okay. 10 questions, 32 to 41. In the previous session, if you remember, we completed 10% of our target. 31 questions हो गए थे, 10 point something. So 32 to 41, 10 questions today. Zabardast questions, you will have a rocking time. Chale? But before I take you over to the questions, Geetika, here's your first rebus. This is a saying, it's like, a phrase. You do this for somebody you care for. बताओ. पैरा समरी, नो गीतिका, I'll tell you कौन सा करना है, रुक जाओ. Tejaswini? Anybody who can get the answer? Not complete, Aryan, Dhanush. It's a saying, okay? It's something you do for somebody, yes, you care for. Mrigang, no need to think dirty. It's a full phrase. यश, तुम जैसे नीरस लोग क्या करूं मैं, तू 5 मिनट बाद आइयो यश. Yes, so what's the full phrase? Savitri, good to see you. No, nobody has got it so far. Reverse bend over, no. Head over heels, no, Arithro, this is not head over heels. So what is this? You got half of it, bend over, but there's another word. Oh yes, you got it, Kibitza. Very good, very good, very good. You bend over backwards for somebody. You go out on a limb for somebody. You go the extra mile for somebody. So bending over backwards means doing something special, doing something extra for somebody. Like I am bending over backwards for this 300 questions wala series for you all. Okay. I'm going that extra mile for you all. Alright, ek aur. And then we start with the questions. This is something that your generation doesn't want. Hi Kostab, good to see you. Your generation, no. Your generation doesn't want. Either from parents or teachers. 2 voices? Yes, Shakti, you got it. You got it, Sanjay. Advice. कहते हैं ना, don't give unsolicited advice. और घर में मम्मी और पापा जब advice देते हैं तो आप लोग सीधा दरवाजे से बाहर निकल आते हैं, है ना? Advice. All right, now it's time for the questions. Question 32. So I have got how many para completion for you today? Arithro and Tejaswini and Savitri and Yash and everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 para completion questions. Let me write it down. फिर आप लोग बोलोगे पता ही नहीं चल रहा था आप क्या कर रही थी. अच्छा. So I'll take you back to this. 4 para completion. उसके आगे क्या है अभी नहीं बताऊंगी मैं. So 32, 33, 34, 35. All right. Come on guys, let's roll. Question number 32. You guys are getting 1. Hi Lakshmi, good to see you. Okay. Good Tejaswini, I like the way you are eliminating the blanks. You all are getting 1. काफी चालू नहीं हो गए हो तुम लोग. ऐसे कैसे पढ़ाऊं फिर मैं? मतलब जो क्वेश्चन लेकर के आती हूँ वो तुम लोग आंसर कर दे रहे हो. Oh, Dhanush says 3, good. Shanak says 2. Okay. Yes, it is 1. I'll take you back to this. Why is it 1? And how do we do this? See, those of you who know how to solve para completion will have to be a little patient, because in this class there are some people who are starting their prep with me now. So they need some guidance, okay? So this is the sentence, I call this the master sentence. I read this first. For them, the external world was largely determined by fate, yet inner attitudes remained within our power. Them. For whom? Alright, as the second step, I go down and I start eliminating my blanks. The Stoics believed that freedom lay not in controlling the world but in controlling one's own response to it. For them, हो सकता है. And this is just describing what Stoicism said. Right? Do you see this focus? Right? External world was largely determined by fate, but inner attitudes, our power. We can do it. How? This focus on personal agency. Personal agency bole to I am important. I can control it. There isn't something called fatalism. Instead, I can control it. Right? So here this is fine. This blank 4 gets eliminated because it's too late for this description to come here. Right, Geetika? Then this focus on personal agency, this connects with personal agency. Personal agency is not हिंदुस्तान गैस की एजेंसी या आपने कोई राशन की दुकान की एजेंसी ली है, ऐसा नहीं है. एयरकॉन की एजेंसी है. No. Personal agency is importance to self. Individualism. Okay. So यहाँ पे बोला है controlling one's own response to it, and then this is, you can put this here and this focus on personal agency something something. If you put it here, if you put the master sentence here, not possible. For them कौन है? Right guys? So this is eliminated. 4 तो वैसे भी too late, eliminated. So it's either 1 or 3. Correct? Figures such as Epictetus, born a slave, and Marcus Aurelius found the philosophy equally applicable despite their contrasting circumstances. For them, you can put this here. Yeah, जा सकता है for them. But then, you are first giving the examples and then giving the description. How does that make sense? नहीं हो रहा, right? So it's better to put this here because this is just explaining what Stoicism believed in. ये डाल करके and then you give the examples. Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius. और ये वाला agency, inner attitudes within our power connects with personal agency. I hope this is clear. Everybody? Done? Question 32, done and dusted. Geetika clear? Savitri, Dhanush? Okay. You take long in PC, that's because your reading is weak, Geetika. Otherwise, you can see the flow. Right? Okay. Chalo, next. Question 33, another para completion. Definitely one gets eliminated. है ना? Particularly acute. How? Right? हाँ. So one में तो हो नहीं सकता है. Let's check the other blanks. As societies age, the question of how to sustain pension systems becomes increasingly urgent. The strain. हो सकता है. Right? I'll keep this. है ना Aritro? Contributions from younger workers are insufficient to support the growing ranks of retirees, while medical costs continue to climb. Some governments have responded by raising this, uncertain results. Right, some governments have responded by doing what? Raising retirement ages or encouraging higher birth rates. Political resistance and uncertain results. Can we put this sentence here? Yes. Some governments, you can say in Japan, the strain is a third of the population is over 65. The strain is particularly acute. Okay. You can put it here, right? You can put it here. You have to decide. Blank 4. Economists argue that technology and immigration may offer partial relief, though neither can fully offset demographic shifts. The argument part comes, the analysis part. Why would you put the strain here? This is too late. है ना Apurva? So it's either 2 or 3. Correct? Now, yes. I'll tell you something here, Saloni. Something that helped me see the answer. Nishant and Ani, I'm not giving anybody a clue. Okay, but I'm just showing you the parts of the paragraph. Something that I noticed. Okay, as societies age insufficient to this. Part 1. Problem. Right? Some governments have responded by gradually raising this. Right? Part 2. Attempt. Okay? Attempt by some governments. Fine. Till here. Part 3. Economists argue something on something. And then there is a challenge that remains. I can see 3 distinct parts. Check the sentence. Where should it be? Ayushman Biswal. So Rohit, my question is, beta, suno, Rohit is saying some governments and then you put Japan here. My question is, some governments have responded by gradually raising retirement ages. So the governments are trying to ease the pain. The governments are trying to ease the pressure, right? If they have already started easing the pressure, the paragraph has already started talking about how to ease the pressure. Why would you again bring this sentence, the strain is particularly acute? If you put this sentence here, you will have to continue and say, but the government is taking big steps to ease the pressure. Do you see my point? Savitri and Aritro and Biswal. You can put it here, I'll repeat the point, you can put it here, but the governments have already started responding to ease the pressure. Why are you bringing in one stone and throwing again at the face the problem is particularly acute? You want to put this sentence here? Go ahead and put it. You'll have to continue here and say, in Japan, where nearly a third of the population is over 65, the strain is particularly acute, but its government has started doing this for the people so that the pressure eases. You got it? Everybody? So the answer is very clear, it's 2. Correct? Sorted? आगे बढ़ूं या ना बढ़ूं? Done. यही? Okay, Kartikeya. Then 34, another para completion. I see 2 and 3 and what? Adrit, Lakshay, Biswal. Tejaswini, I love the way you are actively involved with the questions. Keep it up, Tejaswini. 4. Many people are going with 4. Abhigyan ही सिर्फ spamming कर रहा है. गीतिका ने 4 बोला. चलो ठीक है. गीतिका ने 4 बोला तो हम भी 4 बोलेंगे. Very good. Brilliant. Why 4? The result could be cascading losses. Climate change has pushed many species to adapt faster, altering migration patterns, breeding cycles, and even this. Okay? For instance, this is an example of this. Observed to shrink slightly in body size, physical characteristics, so one is eliminated. You agree? मृगांक सब बोलेंगे कुएं में कूदना है तो तुम भी कूदोगे जा करके. Do you agree with me, Tejaswini, if I say one gets eliminated? Because here, instance, shrink slightly connects with physical characteristics. Lakshmi? Agree? So birds in North America have been observed to shrink slightly connected with that, possibly as an adaptation. Just like birds, insects too, beautiful flow, correct, are changing their life cycles, emerging earlier, blah blah, disrupting food chains. ये आपको दिख रहा है, human food. Till here, Tejaswini and Biswal and Lakshmi and Dhanush and Ronak, they are discussing birds and insects. This sentence says biodiversity that threaten human food security and resilience. Don't we know how the food chain operates? If something happens to the seafood, the marine organisms, if they get poisoned, if they get toxic materials in their tummies, we are going to get affected. Right? So here, emerging earlier in the season and disrupting food chains. Food chains may humans are at the top. If you put this sentence here, human food security and resilience, these biological shifts, how did you mark 2, some of you? These biological shifts. Where are the biological shifts? Yeah. Changing their life cycles, emerging earlier and disrupting food chains. These biological shifts, so 2 is eliminated. Has to be 3 or 4. Minor cumulative impact can be profound. Scientists warn that adaptation has limits. Look here. Adaptation has limits. You can do it only to a certain limit. Adaptation has limits. Only some can do it, not all can do it. You get it? That's the flow. Adaptation has limits. Not everybody can do it. Adaptation has limits. To a certain extent, it can be done. Yeah. Not all species can evolve quickly. Limits is being explained here. You see the point? Eliminated, and this has to be your answer. Clear? Lovely question. Aritro, Savitripati, Lakshmi, Pages in Bloom, Mudit, Geetika. Vinayak, easy tha? I'm happy to hear that. Tejaswini, you were a little hasty. You did not eliminate properly, Tejaswini. Bas tune dekha, acha, 4 is too late and aisa. Chalo, next. The last PC question. Do we have some answers? Saloni says 3. Ha ha. And Yash 2. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 1 and 4 eliminated. Vishakha, I like the way you think. Soil degradation. Before that, some other problem should be there. Mint farming in parts of Uttar Pradesh, India illustrates mint is what? Pudina. Hmm. How smallholders are contending with both market pressures and mounting climate stress. 2 problems. Market pressures 1, climate stress 2. Can you put it here? Soil degradation. Meanwhile, soil degradation अभी तो तुम technical पे आए ही नहीं हो. Mint farming, the crop. So 1 is eliminated. 4 is too late. However, many farmers feel unable to take risks without this. This is suggestion. Yeah, some interventions are proving helpful. Do you see this part here, guys? Some interventions are proving helpful. So, bringing in, when you're saying interventions, 4 gets eliminated. Interventions के पहले तो problem होगा ना. So it's either 2 or 3. You decide. Mm-hmm. If you put it here, this sentence undermines yields should connect with this, disease and pests. Okay. If you put it here, this sentence should connect on both the sides. Three. Why? The crop demands large amounts of water during peak summer, and erratic rainfall has made production increasingly uncertain. Okay. Meanwhile, soil degradation due to long-term chemical fertilizer use undermines yields. I agree. We can put it here. But after that, again, disease and pests intensify under heat. Peak summer. Peak summer is connected with. Yeah. Let me clear all this kachra yaar. Look here, during peak summer. So 1 was eliminated, 4 was eliminated. And erratic rainfall, production increasingly uncertain. Disease and pests intensify under heat. Okay. While rising labor and input costs erode farmers' margin. Attempts to upgrade distillation units. They have tried. Distillation units. Safer versions are still riddled with problems. What problems? Capital costs. Soil degradation due to this chemical fertilizer use undermines yields. आपका yield कम हो रहा है. So कम हो रहा है. This should be here like in the end कि सब कुछ हो रहा है ये सारी problem and then soil degradation की वजह से yield ही कम हो गया आपका. So that comes here. It was a close one between 2 and 3. Yeah? Yash, you got it wrong. तूने 2 mark किया था. क्यों? चलो. Done with this? Now we are moving over to short summaries. Everyone. Okay? CAT 2024. You have got a question here. Okay? CAT 2024 का question on cartographers and then one mirrored question. Okay? You will love it. Chaliye, do this first. Which two options can I get rid of? Aritro, Regank, Muskan, Piyu. इतना तो शॉर्ट समरी आपने मेरे साथ किया है. Well done, Tejaswini. Can you give me the reason for eliminating 4? Why? 4 is not broad. Not because of that. Variety of reasons. Where is the hero in this? The hero of the paragraph is what? The hero of the paragraph is not maps. Used for a variety of reasons, and therefore map readers have become more demanding. Where are the cartographers? Yeah. So 4 is eliminated. Cartographers design and create maps. In the past, they did this. Cartographers today, map readers are this, so cartographers do this today. So clear. Right? Give me one more elimination in which the spotlight shifts to something else besides cartographers. कोई बताएगा मुझे? Yes. Sarth, only yes. New technological developments have prompted cartographers. The focus, the spotlight comes on this, eliminated. The spotlight should be on the hero. If I take option 1, it says new technological developments. मेरा राजा बेटा, तूने सारा काम किया है, कार्टोग्राफर्स को तूने कंपेल किया है, कन्विंस किया है, प्रॉम्प्ट किया है टू एक्सपेरिमेंट विद दिस बाय अप्लाइंग दीज इनोवेशंस. तो हीरो कौन है राजा बेटा? नॉट कार्टोग्राफर्स बट न्यू टेक्नोलॉजिकल इनोवेशंस, द डेवलपमेंट्स. This is out. Tejaswini, you have forgotten the tips and tricks of short summaries. You need to revise. Okay. I'm left with 2 and 3. भाई तो मैप मेकर्स कार्टोग्राफर्स का ही दूसरा वर्ड है श्रद्धा. कैसे होगा? कैट कैसे निकलेगा ऐसी वोकैबुलरी लेकर के श्रद्धा भास्कर? It's totally between 2 and 3. Now the elimination becomes easy. मुदित, ये है शॉर्ट समरी का एलिमिनेशन. It was very clear hero is cartographers. The focus has to be on them. And it shows some past trend and the modern trend. Modern trend में more demanding. Map readers, the clients are more demanding because of the innovative tools. So cartographers have to be careful about this, that they change with the trend. Right? Map makers, cartographers, same thing. Evaluate a map's effectiveness, efficiency and satisfaction of the user through a series of experiments. Where is it? Good, Geetika. So yes, your answer has to be 3. Done? Now, पहले ये कर लो, फिर मिरर पे चलते हैं. बताओ बताओ बबीता. What is this rebus telling you? It's a single word. Ha, Geetika got it. Hey, 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 very nice. For tune. कभी आपने ये सोचा हो चुनवा दो अनारकली को टाइप्स ऐसा? Got it. One more. This is an idiom. Your parents generally do this. Your parents do this. Cheap spoon, हाँ, इसी से दाल चलाते हैं मुदित. चम्मच मारना उठा के, मम्मी मारती है ना. बज ऑफ. हाँ, फ्लाई विथ स्पून, चम्मच लेके उड़ गया. झक मारना, मक्खी मारना, वाह. दिस इज एन इडियम. ओके, टेक स्पून एंड फ्लाई. आप क्या वो हैं, विचेज हैं जो पहले स्पून पे ब्रूम्स पे बैठ करके उड़ती थी. टाइम फ्लाइज, टाइम किधर है इसमें. अच्छा, इफ दिस इज अ स्पून, this is a spoon, what part of the spoon is this? The fly is flying off from here, right? What part is this? Yes, Apurva Sharma, you got it. Well done. Very good. I said your parents do this. When you misbehave, when you give them some wisecracks, see the chaped padta hai, like, you know, pachkad ek aata hai. Yeah, fly off the handle. That means hit the ceiling. That means joote chappal padna. Fly off the handle, yes. Good. कभी सुने भी नहीं है, क्या करूं यश, इसीलिए बोला था तू पीके का गोला छोड़ करके पहले आजा धरती पे, पढ़ा देते हम तुझे थोड़ी और अंग्रेजी. चलो, नाउ अ मिरर ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन दैट वी डिड, कार्टोग्राफर्स वाला. कम ऑन. I am interested in knowing this, Arithro. I need one elimination. I would like to eliminate this first. Special focus on ordinary people, correct? And digital platforms. The rise of digital platforms has given them new ways. It has facilitated them and their work. But with a special focus on this and this, eliminated. Correct? Give me one elimination that is pretty vague, because others have better words than that. A vague one. कैसे eliminate करेंगे प्यारे बच्चों? Yes. History is being studied for a variety of reasons. Therefore, historians have become more inclusive. They consider the experiences of ordinary people, minorities, marginalized groups, correct? Right? यहाँ बोला है, at the same time, the rise of digital platforms has given them new ways to present their findings, requiring them to think about how accessible and engaging, okay, diverse audiences, okay. History today is thus not about what is studied, but also how it is communicated. This has to be there in your answer. 3 is pretty vague, eliminated. It doesn't have the right words. Variety of reasons. कौन से reasons भाई? I'm left with 1 and 4. Now you can come up with the answer. Yes, Mudit? Well done. You all got it. Brilliant. Yes, Savitri. Why not 1? New cultural developments have prompted historians to expand their research to include minority groups. This is okay. Only cultural developments? Only this? Digital platforms also, na? So this is incomplete. Right? ठीक है? चलिए. In this question, there is a similar pattern, but eliminate carefully. Eliminate, guys. Just eliminate. Very good, Kibitza. I like that. Saloni, keep it up. Childhood, brilliant. I want one more elimination. Aman Sam, Saloni Singh, Aryan, Joshi. Yes, Biswal. Do you see this word here? Universal cultural codes. Does the para say that these are accepted universally? Does it say that? So this is eliminated. I'm left with 1 and 4. Go on now, look closely between the two options and give me your answer. मृगांक अगर 1 बच रहा है ना तो अपने आप हाथ उठा के अपने आप को चपेड़ दे दे एक. What's the answer, please? Very good. So we did CAT 24, cartographers. We did a mirrored question on historians. And then one POE Tagda question. 1, 2, 3. Done. Whew. Done. 3 questions now coming up. Last 3. We have already completed 7. 3 questions on inferences. Right? Chale, everybody. Geetika, Joshi, are you ready? Biswal. For this, I'm first giving you one question from CAT 2023. Okay? It's an inference question. We also call it theory example question. Why does the author mention Mrigank in the 4th para? Why does the author give the example of Leicester Square in the 2nd para? Why? You have to go there, read and interpret. That is called inference. So first you're going to do this question and then some mirrored questions. Okay, I'll show you this question first. This is CAT 23. Refers to the Davos elite to illustrate his views on. Correct? He gives the example of Davos elite. Why? So, You need to definitely read the main idea of the passage and then go over to the divorce wala para. This is the first para, check the main idea. Sorry. Are we done? Do you see divorce is here? Liberalism has been so successful that it has driven all its opponents off the battlefield. Liberalism, acha, you're discussing this. Now, it is disintegrating. Oh, destroyed by what? Arithro? Mrigank? Shining star? Darshan? Hubris? Internal contradictions? This, okay. Equality of opportunity has this, okay. So you can skim a little bit here, okay. The gap between liberalism's claims about itself and the lived reality of the citizenry is now so wide, the gap is so big that the lie can no longer be accepted. We can all see through it. Mr. Deneen writes, what better proof of this than the vision of 1,000 private planes? Look at that, man, 1,000 private planes whisking their occupants to Davos to discuss the question of, what question? Creating a shared future in a fragmented world. Which part of speech is being used here? बताओ मुझे जल्दी, तभी मैं आगे बढ़ूंगी. Part of speech कह रही हूं, figure of speech. Which figure of speech is used in the last 3 lines? Hypocrisy is not a figure of speech exactly. You're on the right track. There is hypocrisy. So, what figure of speech? अरे वो ये बोल रहा है, what are they discussing? They are there to discuss what? Shared future in a fragmented world. How have they come? 1,000 private planes. Yes, Shalja, you got it. Aryan Stuti, well done. Irony. Done? Then, I'll take you over to another portion where divorce has been specifically mentioned. Here, the last para. Read this. Done? Over to the question. All the best, guys. This is actual cat. Such beautiful elimination. What can the answer be, Gunjan? Yeah, Apurva. You eliminate and then you tell me the answer. Have fun with this. Well done, guys, if you got it. How did I eliminate in this? Based on the portions that we read, we understood divorce is a place where people are coming, the elite class is coming in planes, chartered planes, and they're coming there to discuss what? Shared future. So debate around liberalism has been captured by the rich, okay, who have managed to insulate themselves from economic hardships. This is not being discussed out. Then the unlikelihood of a return to the liberalism of the past as long as the rich continue to benefit from the decline in liberal values. Unlikelihood of a return to the liberalism, slightly extreme, right? Out. The fact that the rise in liberalism had led to a greater interest in, इसके पहले तो ये eliminate हो रहा है because this is opposite. You agree with me? The fact that the rise in this had led to a greater interest in shared futures from unlikely social classes. Shared futures में ज्यादा interest जागा जबकि वो हरकत हो रही थी. Right? So we are left with, for the hypocrisy of this who profess to subscribe to liberal values. They profess. Look at this. Hypocritical. While cornering most of the wealth. Yes, Mudit? Very good. I like that, Mudit. Okay. Let's mirror it now. Only 2 paragraphs taken from the passage. And, 3 paragraphs. And then the question. The author refers to toxic positivity. Why? Inference. Check. Done with this? Okay. Arithro, this is taken from a passage that was on some psychological aspect. We are done with this. Toxic positivity is somewhere here, right? Here. So done. You don't exactly need to go to the last para right now. जरूरत पड़ेगी तो जाएंगे. चलिए. Come on, Sejal. Check out the options. Go with elimination, I'm warning you. Do not pounce on the answer. तेजस्विनी वैसे ये मेन आइडिया नहीं है, प्राइमरी पर्पस नहीं है. वो पूछा है टॉक्सिक पॉजिटिविटी क्यों बोला है, to highlight what point. Okay? I'll take you back. Instead of grappling with the complexities of human suffering, grief, anxiety, guilt, psychology is increasingly commodified, promising quick fixes and mind hacks. The rise of toxic positivity, ये दिया इसने, to highlight what point? When negative emotions are stigmatized. Oh, तुम उदास हो. Oh, तुम परेशान हो, depressed हो. How can you be depressed? This is stigmatizing it. Exemplifies this distortion. Ironically, ancient traditions, Stoicism, Buddhism, which acknowledge the inevitability, they used to say suffering is inevitable, may offer a more realistic framework for mental well-being than this. Come on. Achha, which 2 options are you? Yes, Biswal. Yes. Oh my God, Biswal, I'm super amazed and impressed with what you said just now. D looks very nice, great, but not connected. The ancient traditions like Stoicism and Buddhism provide a more practical, it's given them, more realistic. I purposely put this word here so that you guys can think, oh, diya to hai ye. This is the answer. You get it? Arithro, Mrigang, Shailja, Chirag, ये यहाँ डाला हुआ है. Provide a more practical model, it connects with this. ये more realistic framework. But बच्चों, the question says, why does he mention toxic positivity? Positivity है पर जहरीला है. Is he mentioning it to say that ancient traditions like Stoicism and Buddhism ने ये दिया more practical model? No, he's trying to criticize what is happening today in the world of psychology. You get it? So this is eliminated, although it looks pretty. That contemporary culture is now unwilling to accept negative emotions as it moves closer to Stoicism and Buddhism. Do you see this part? Is the contemporary culture moving closer to Stoicism and Buddhism? देख के बताओ आप मुझे. वो तो बस mention किया है. Ironically, ancient traditions believed that suffering was inevitable. That doesn't mean the contemporary culture is moving closer to this. So POE का कौन सा टेक्निक है प्यारे बच्चों? There are two parts. Part 1 may be correct, looks good. This is absolutely wrong. Then option B, that psychology has shifted away from its original concern with happiness toward embracing suffering as natural. Psychology का original concern was what? Happiness? Go back and see, it says clearly, yeah. Negative emotions, okay, while acknowledged, right? So psychology is increasingly commodified. Psychology's original purpose was what? Understanding human suffering, not happiness. So this is opposite of what is given. Very good, Hriday Jain. Perfect. You got it, guys. Over to the last question of the day, and then we can call it a night. Maris purposely वो elimination एक एक को बना के दिया था मैंने, just to see how well you guys would eliminate. B, Mrigank, B says concern with happiness. Psychology का original concern was not happiness, Mrigank, it's given there. The original concern was to understand suffering. Yeah? Done? Moreover, yeah. Preoccupied with the pursuit of happiness, industry, workshops, wellness gurus, okay, and here commodified goes with commercialized. Okay, so this question was the question of the day. If you could see light in this, hats off. Chaliye, over to the last question, and then pack up karenge. Industrialization transformed something and something. Only 2 paras. बहुत कर लिया. The author refers to the factory whistle. Why? You need to know the main idea, and you need to go to the portion where factory whistle is there. यश, मुंह फाड़ना बंद कर, क्वेश्चन पे फोकस कर. We need to read only till here. That's good enough. Okay, I'll take you over to the question now. Chaliye. बहुत hasty मत हुआ करो आप लोग. I can see some of you are like really hasty. This will take you down. You need to check the options, eliminate 2 options coolly, go back for a second round of reading, come back and mark your answer. Okay? The author refers to the factory whistle to illustrate. Okay? Whenever we have a theory example question, why does he mention this? Why does he give this? Why does he state this? Yes, Arithro, I'll take you back. For that, you need to first read the preceding sentence, right? Then as the second step, you need to read the opening line, and as the third step, you need to read the last line of that para. Okay, once more I'm taking you back. Done? Aritro, I'm waiting for your answer. यश ने दे दिया, उसका आंसर डी है. गीतिका, what's your answer? D, okay. Sejal. Aryan. Okay. Great. The factory whistle replaced the church bell as the regulator of time. Can you please help me understand this? Savitri and Dhanush and everybody. Now forget what you have written. Forget what you are getting as the answer. Aryan, I just need to understand something here. Wait. In the early 19th century, what came into people's lives? Industrialization, correct? This. Siddharth. What did it do? It transformed whom? Not just economies but also the rhythms of daily life. Daily के जो हरकतें थी, daily के जो आपके routine, daily का style, it changed. How did it change? The daily rhythm, the daily trends, how did it change? Oh, it changed this way. Factory whistle आ गया. Earlier क्या होता था? चर्च का घंटा सुन के लोग टाइम समझते थे. मुअज्जिन की अज़ान सुन के टाइम जान जाते थे. Right? So, उससे वक्त पता चलता था. Now, all that was replaced by industry, factory, whistle. सीटी की आवाज आई फैक्ट्री की. ओह, छुट्टी का टाइम हो गया है. छुट्टी तो 12:30 पे होती है इंडस्ट्री फैक्ट्री वालों की. ओह, लंच टाइम हुआ, उनका 12:30 बजा है. ओके, फैक्ट्री विसल आ गया है. And productivity rather than piety became the measure of worth. Piety. Piety बोले तो right, wrong, truthful, untruthful, है ना? Holy, unholy. उससे ज्यादा लोग productivity पे focus करने लगे. Right? So why does he give you the factory worker का example? Yet, this shift, workers accustomed to seasonal cycles resisted the discipline of the clock, often arriving late. Factory owners responded with this. What was presented as a necessity was, okay, cultural reprogramming. So this religion and industry, useless. These are not symbolic. These are like literal meanings. Literal meanings के हिसाब से out. The symbolic shift from religious to industrial, religious का कोई connection ही नहीं था. That's just an example. वो time कुछ और सुन के भी कर सकते थे. Daily एक UFO आता है, दिन के 3 बजे क्रॉस करता है. Oh, I heard that UFO crossing. I know the time, it's 3 o'clock. It could have been anything. He just gives an example. He just gives an example. Okay? The symbolic shift from religious to industrial forms of social organization. What is this? रॉन्ग? हाँ, कुछ भी कॉन्फिडेंस तो है ही नहीं अपन। हाँ सही, नॉट रॉन्ग, इट वॉज राइट। कैसा उल्लू बनाया, कैसा डराया, राइट। ऑब्वियसली सारे एलिमिनेट हो रहे थे भाई। Look at this. The fact that industrialization disrupted economic rather than cultural, faulty comparison, सीधा elimination. The decline of religious institutions as sources of authority, this is literal. थोड़ी ना वो बोल रहा था कि रिलीजियस का कम हो गया इंपॉर्टेंस, क्यों? क्योंकि उनकी घड़ी का घंटा सुन करके हम टाइम नहीं समझने लगे। दिस इज एलिमिनेटेड, राइट? सो yeah, this was the first elimination, this was the second elimination. Even if you're left with C and D, the triumph of punctuality as a universal, punctuality tak to theek hai, universal, seriously, out. So yes, you guys got it, very good, symbolic shift. And I was a little, what to say, अनहैप्पी कि एक सेकंड में ना यू गाइज गॉट द आंसर, तो अभी मैं क्या एक्सप्लेन करूंगी, क्या आप लोगों को घुमाऊंगी, क्या समझाऊंगी यहाँ पर. So that was just like for a moment. Then I realized कि अच्छा, it's good now, you guys are getting the answer. Nice. The symbolic shift. Symbolic is important. That's a very nice word. Symbolic, not literal. Symbolic shift from religious to industrial forms. Social organization की बात कर रहे हैं. Done? हाँ भाई, पैक अप शुरू कर. Hey राजू. यस सेजल, सबका आंसर आ गया था. आई नो दैट. जबरदस्त. आई एम सो हैप्पी, यू नो. सारा दर्द हर जगह से गायब. व्हाई? बिकॉज यू गाइज मेड माई मेहनत का पैसा वसूल. चले पैकअप करें. 10 क्वेश्चंस में मेहनत अंदर गई. आप लोग बहुत सारा मेहनत और तरीका और with your determination, perseverance, you guys solved the 10 questions. Amazing. Yay, yay, yay. Sejal and Savitri and everybody. Bye-bye guys. Take care. Have fun. Whew. I love you all. I'll be back with some more deadly questions, but that's going to be only on, आज क्या है, फ्राइडे है, राइट? जुम्मे का वादा था, दे दिया मैंने. कल शनिवार है. शनिवार को हम ये नहीं करते हैं. बाबा जी ने बोला था शनिवार का व्रत है, वाईटी पे ये सेशन ना करियो. इतवार को तो याद ही मत करना मुझे, ठीक है? मैं किसी सैलून पे, स्पा पे पड़ी हुई मिलूंगी और मिलेंगे हम सोमवार को. See ya.